versus Charlotte.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And we've got Well, it's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. This late in the season, Clark, the bumps and bruises really adding up. Guys are staggering a bit. Is any player really 100% health-wise now?
Well, you know what, Kevin? 100% healthy is relative. You know, I think you move that down to maybe 90% high water mark for most players. You might have a few that would say they're 95% healthy, but if you've been playing and working and traveling and all the stuff the NBA guys do, then you could be 100% healthy, but you may not be 100% fresh. So those are ways to differentiate it for me. But everybody's got something at this stage in the season. It's a good look at it.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Batum is out there with Williams. Then there's Kemba Walker. There's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the center, locking down the middle. Walker with it. And the rejection by Gibson.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
He gets it in there. Diallo's got the opening bucket of the night here for New Orleans.
And Brewer is so long. I mean, a capable scorer inside. He rises up quickly to get his shot off.
Now here's Lamb. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And the rejection by Gibson. Here's Hernan Gomez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for New Orleans. Holiday dishes to Davis. Williams with the block. But they'll get another chance. Davis with the bucket.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Here's Lamb. And the rejection by Gibson. Davis against Williams. There's Ajinça. Miller finds Ajinça. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hernan Gomez passes to Walker. Over in the corner, Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Over Holiday. Charlotte again missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooters there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And even though he's still a young guy, Coach Borrego's seen how to do things the right way, Clark, under Coach Greg Popovich.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just another branch coming off the Popovich coaching tree. And, you know, his tenure, Borrego's tenure in Charlotte, I think will be interesting to watch, but he certainly has been well prepared for it.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Walker. Charlotte again missing. New Orleans with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Outside Miller. The pass to Diallo. 5 on the clock. Miller kicks to Howard. Shoots over Walker. Rejected by Walker. And a fast break now for the Hornets. For the 3. Charlotte again missing. New Orleans leading by 8. Here's Ajinça. Holiday left side. Trying to get open is Davis. The shot by Holiday, no good. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Walker's shot is off.
You know, he really just tried to do a little too much there. He shouldn't be afraid to kick that one back out.
Ajinça kicks to Howard. Pass to Diallo. Lets the three fly. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Diallo's got 5 minutes.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And the Hornets call time here.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. Over in the corner, Williams. Holiday against Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders. And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Kicks to Batum. Just his first attempt. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Lakers. Misses off the right iron. Hornets trail by 12. Passes it to Lamb. Over Miller. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
I really like this guy's mid-range game. Lamb's in-between shot is often cash money.
Holiday against Walker. Holiday, the pass to Diallo. Taken away by Williams. Batum scanning the floor. Inside, Williams. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Walker with some nice D. Hornets trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kaminsky comes in for Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Lamb. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Mark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scorers at that forward position.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Or you see the explosive athleticism of MKG on that drive.
Here's Moore. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Smith for three. But they get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
The lead now cut to single digits. Monk's got his first bucket in this one.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
And Moore kicks to Okafor. New Orleans moving the ball around. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 8-point game. Rebound by Smith.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Okafor dishes to Davis. Back to Okafor. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Parker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
Sharing the basketball is a part of the game that Monk needs to continue to add to complement his shooting.
Moore outside. He kicks to Davis. Jackson finds Okafor. Trying to find Davis. He's got it down. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly, they've been the better team so far.
And the pass to Monk. Pocket 6. The 3. And no good that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And here is Parker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's 1:54 left in the first. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Getting more comfortable in the paint. As long as Frank Kaminsky has the positioning he wants, he's good to go.
Outside, Davis. Back to Jackson. A baseline J. And it's Davis missing. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Monk. No good on the triple. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Moore, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Parker. And E'Twaun Moore has always been a solid shooter in the NBA, Greg, and he's continued to grow in that department.
I mean, just look at the career numbers from deep in terms of efficiency. In the last few years, he started to take on more and more volume in terms of the three-point shot. Hasn't changed his percentages, though, at all. And I would give him the green light as much as he wants from beyond.
Now Jackson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Smith against Zeller. And here's Moore outside. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Moore's got his first 3 points of the game.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Parker inside, covered by Okafor. Offensive rebound. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on the free throw. He's off on the second. New Orleans leading by 9. And here's more outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Yeah, this is a big lead right now, a big one, and they've seized momentum and showing no signs of letting it go.
Monk with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's New Orleans. Caught by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Yep, pounding away on the boards. I mean, controlling the backboards. It's been a huge difference so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And Charlotte looking who they've got. Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 slot. Monk, they get the rebound. And Zeller kicks to Monk. Back to Zeller. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Outside Holiday. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Emeka Okafor with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Parker passes to Zeller. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Monk with the ball. Moore's there.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
You know, Julius Randle is a young power forward, a little undersized for that position, but fairly dependable. Good movement when he gets to the basket, and he knows how to finish inside. Surprised his rookie option wasn't picked up, but he made the best of it in free agency.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's Kemba Walker in for Monk. Now, here's Walker. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And for Randle, a free agent this past summer, it seems he never felt truly wanted by the team that drafted him.
Well, you know, he's dealt with injuries early in his career and a lot of trade rumors, which can affect a young player in a negative way. I think he's still shown solid improvement in his first handful of years in the league. And again, you've got to recall and remember how young some of these guys are. Even when they've been in the league 4, 5, 6 years, some of these guys are like 22, 23 years old. And that's still not enough time for them to fully mature as players.
Holiday against Parker. And a wide open look for Walker, trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. Finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Ernie Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Williams comes in for Kaminsky. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Barton. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Charlotte. They trail by 14. Pass to Williams. Wide open look. Unable to get that one. And New Orleans will come the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And Marvin Williams, back in the day, drafted 2nd overall, was a big, polished prospect, excellent athleticism, but maybe has always left folks wanting a little more from it.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Okafor. Brewer comes in for Smith. Davis is checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Darius Miller and for Ejuan Moore.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Here's Lamb. The teardrop falls in. And Marvin Williams never became an all-star, but he's had a good, long, steady career.
Yeah, as a rookie, he was all-rookie second team, and I think he's provided about the same amount of production on a per-minute basis throughout his career. The epitome of being steady, except that now he's a better three-point shooter.
Out to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and I absolutely love the shots they've taken so far.
Hernan Gomez finds Lamb. And the rejection by Gibson. Pass to Davis. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Hornets trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lamb with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Just 5 on the clock. Hernan Gomez.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Batum.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Holiday gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Walker against Miller. Shoots. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocked.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Walker ready to shoot as soon as he catches the ball there. Great anticipation from the veteran guard.
And Holiday kicks to Miller. Back to Holiday. Miller outside. There's the pass to Diallo. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got his 4th assist in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Diallo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Clark, so many teams now looking to play with pace. When you think of the most fierce transition players that embrace that pace, who comes to mind?
Man, there are so many lethal operators in transition in the league. I mean, Victor Oladipo with my former team, the Indiana Pacers, really blossomed this past season. Kevin Durant at his size, ball handling skills, agility, shooting ability. He's a nightmare coming at you in transition. Giannis Antetokounmpo, similar to KD without the jump shot currently. I'm sure that's coming. Russell Westbrook, how could you not list him? Because he is downhill all the time with strength and ferocity. And then in terms of snipers, you look at Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Those two guys know how to get to that three-point line in a hurry and hurt you.
Now here's Walker. Covered by Ajinça. Shots good by Walker.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Here's Lamb. Walker surveying the floor. He dishes it to Lamb. Kicks it to Williams. Pass to Lamb. Shoots the three. The shot by Williams, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And that one is good. Walker's got 10 points.
And, you know, Walker is really good at muscling his way through the defense. Tough to stop on the way up.
Davis, the pass to Holiday. Back to Davis. Dishes it to Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Walker with the three. Rebounded by Ajinça. Ajinça's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Goes up on the wing, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Holiday against Walker. He kicks to Batum. Back to Walker. Jacks up a three, and the three ball is good. Walker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You know, over the last couple of years, Walker has increased his three-point percentage. That sweet shooting stroke is now a lot more consistent.
Diallo the pass to Davis. And here is Lamb. That's a two-pointer from Walker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Diallo. Down low, and Davis throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Here's Walker. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. New Orleans moving the ball around. And there's Miller. Good that time on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 4 assists in the game. Walker against Holiday. And it's Walker penetrating. And the rejection by Ajinça.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Miller dishes to Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got 14 points.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Williams kicks to Lamb. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 7 points for Lamb.
Lamb is a capable spot-up shooter. He's comfortable shooting off the catch.
Holiday, the pass to Diallo. Passes it to Holiday. Here's Diallo. Feeds it to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis. Hornets shooting just 31% in the game. Holiday against Walker. And there's the pass to Lamb. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Holiday looking over the floor. To the middle. Miller finds Davis. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Walker, the open look. Wide open shot is on the money. Walker's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. To the inside. Here's Miller, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And you know, when Lamb plays with effort on this end, he makes an impact.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, their three-point shooting has told the tale here tonight, fellas. They've been lights out from beyond.
And that...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for New Orleans. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. They've got Jackson. Anthony Davis is out there with Jason Smith. Then it's Okafor. And it's Moore in at the 2. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. And Lamb kicks to Walker. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Moore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Okafor. Now Moore. Pass to Davis. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That 3 off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And the rejection by Smith. Passes it to Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 18 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Walker. Williams against Davis. Back to Walker. Over Jackson. Williams trying to break free. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And that one drops for him. 20 points for Davis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
From deep, Walker connects from 3-point range. 18 points for him.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Batum against Smith. And Batum kicks to Lamb. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. Over Okafor. Hernan Gomez, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
You know, Jeremy Lamb, what a nice stroke he has. I mean, says that in practice he makes about 350 shots a day. I wonder about these numbers sometimes, guys, quite honestly, but he does get some extra work in. Takes him about an hour and a half to get that many shots to go in.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Outside, Batum. Over Okafor. A shot by Batum, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. He was all alone on that one. Moore's got 9.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Walker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Walker finds Hernan Gomez. Okafor against Batum. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Got a piece of it. So it's the Hornets now. 6 to shoot. Walker the pass to Hernan Gomez. Shot from the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Jackson kicks to Davis. Latre. And there's Jackson on the assist by Davis. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Pass to Lamb. Down low. Here's Hernan Gomez. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, this is an area Lamb must continue to improve his passing. And when he passes it like this, it helps out a lot.
Jackson passes to Davis. Back to Jackson. Offline with his 3. Charlotte shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Walker dishes to Lamb. On the wing, Batum. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. Lamb with the ball, guarded now by Jackson. And here's Walker outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Jackson finds Moore. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson. Moore's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for New Orleans. Walker the pass to Batum. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Emeka Okafor. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the Hornets making a change here. Cody Zeller's checked in for Williams. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Monk's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Parker subbed in for Walker. And there it is for him. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
It's tipped. Hernan Gomez passes to Zeller. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. It sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Charlotte.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. No good that time. Davis with some nice D. Moore finds Jackson. Smith on the wing. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Parker inside. Jackson on him. They get it again. Zeller dishes to Kaminsky. Nobody near Parker. Charlotte no good that time either. And Davis, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 26 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Jackson with it. He's got 6. Smith, left side. The dish to Okafor. Back to Smith. Monk grabs the board.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Kicks to Parker. To the wing right side. And there's Monk on the assist by Parker. Monk's got 5.
You've got to get out on Monk now. He shoots a high percentage from outside the arc, and the form, perfect.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Malik Monk, tremendous offensive promise, but the defense, Clark, the defense is still coming around.
Well, he was the 11th pick in the draft, Kevin, ahead of Donovan Mitchell. A lot of pressure on Monk to live up to his elite billing. The good news is, and I always say this, Kevin, young guys, you have to give them time to grow and develop. He's a clutch shooter. He's got good size. He's competitive. I think he's going to have a nice career in the NBA.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Diallo kicks to Miller. To the middle. Shot good by Diallo. He's got 10.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Knocked away. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Julius Randle struck in for New Orleans. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
For New Orleans, they have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Back to Holiday. Randle outside. Ajinça kicks to Miller. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
Here's Monk. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Randle. Here's Ajinça, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Parker passes to Zeller. To the paint. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Holiday with the block. Count that one. 1:27 left in the 3rd. Pass to Ajinça. Here's Randle over Kaminsky. Here's Diallo. Hands it from downtown. Diallo's got 13.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And hate to make a mistake there. Have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
And Holiday, here we go.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in there.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Both free throws good from Holiday. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. There's 49 seconds left in the third. 17-foot shot on the way.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's good. Ajinsa's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
Good body control that time by Frank Kaminsky. Seems to me that he's got really good balance and rhythm when he's catching and shooting.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Randall with the bucket.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now, here's Monk. He's tightly guarded, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, I like seeing that strong mid-range J of Monk's. I mean, when he's got room to shoot it, he lets it go quickly and with ease.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for New Orleans. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We'll return shortly. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning, okay? It's all...
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Charlotte shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Bacon in at the 3 spot. Monk, the pass to Bacon. 4 on the shot clock. Fires at the elbow. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Holiday against Parker. Here's Miller. Holiday finds Miller over Monk. And Miller with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Miller's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans. Miller's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. In the recent CBA, there have been a lot of provisions put in there for retired players. Health insurance, increase in pensions, Clark, reimbursement for tuition. What do you think of these changes?
Love them, Kevin. Absolutely love them. And again, credit to the league and to the Players Association for thinking outside the box, reaching back to benefit some of the former players that are actually in need of these benefits and deserving of them. Come on now. Those guys paved the way in many ways for what we see of the league now. And most players appreciate and recognize that, and for it to be tangibly recognized and rewarded is great to see. I love it.
The shot's good.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this 4th quarter.
Monk with the ball, and it's Miller picking him up. There's Bacon, and he drops in the layup off the glass. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
New Orleans moving the ball around, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Oh, can we get a load and take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Parker passes to Biombo. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Clark, if you were a general manager, and I think you'd make an outstanding one, during the pre-draft process in particular, a player has declined to work out for you. Would you still consider drafting?
Yeah, I would consider it. Again, there would be some extenuating circumstances. Why has he declined? What have we seen? Obviously, I'm hopeful that my scouting staff has taken a look at him, and I've seen the kid up close and in person and done my due diligence, so I've got a comfort level with who he is and what he can become. But I don't think the declining of a workout is enough reason to just dismiss a prospect that you like.
Yep, that one goes.
Enjoying watching Monk handle the rock now. He has the ability to glide through the defense and does a nice job creating for himself.
Here's Diallo, outside Holiday. Now, here is Miller. Passes it to Diallo. He kicks it to Holiday. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Inside, there's Bacon. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, he hit his teammate in the perfect spot. Led him easily to the bucket. That's what you call a room service assist.
Back to Holiday. Here's Miller. And Miller brings it down home.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Parker kicks to Biombo. Back to Parker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Cloak loose, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Some changes for Charlotte. Bridges comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Kemba Walker in for Parker. Miller finds Holiday. Well, Clark, some G League salaries on the rise due to two-way contracts.
Yeah, and I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
You know, can't afford these kinds of mistakes right now, Greg. It's as simple as that. They're making it hard on themselves.
There's Jackson with the three. Bridges with the board.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
The pass to Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to Davis. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. For Charlotte, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Monk, the pass to Biombo. And here is Monk. Comes up empty down low. Pass to Moore. Kicks to Davis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Clark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
Monk kicks to Biombo. Pass to Walker. The three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Here's Smith. Another shot. Back to Moore. New Orleans moving the ball around. Bridges against Okafor. Tries again. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Monk's got his 4th rebound in this one. Walker. And he overshot that one, missing. Outside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Biombo came into the league, Clark, as a project, but he can certainly protect the rim when he's on the floor.
Yeah, that's one of his greatest strengths, Kevin. I mean, on a per-minute basis, one of the very best in the league at blocking shots. Excellent timing, and does a nice job with his length, forcing shooters into tough shots. The offense is a work in progress, but he'll always find time on the floor because of his defensive prowess. Good ball movement, wonderful pass, couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Zeller, he's checked in for Biombo.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Walker dishes to Monk. Knocks it loose. Jackson from long range. Buries the long-range jumper.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now Moore. Passes it to Smith. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded close. Down low. Here's Kaminsky. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, I tell you, he has been lights out. Sadly, they're still behind. He needs his guys to step up.
Now the pass to Smith. Davis looking for an opening. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Monk. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. The Hornets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. Outside, Walker. To the middle. And the rejection by Smith. Moore outside. He dishes it to Smith. Bridges against Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Hornets making a change here. Bacon's checked in. Charlotte has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Monk with the ball. Zeller finds Walker. Back to Zeller. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for New Orleans.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And a one-sided season series this has been. In the final game of the year between these two, they end up doing everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Hornets.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Davis.
And I thought the defense really looked lost out there, helpless. He had an answer for whatever they threw his way.
Just 5 on the clock. Walker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position.
Got to give Walker all the credit. I mean, clever, went inside, refusing to let the defense have the upper hand.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Moore passes to Okafor. Back to Moore. It's tipped. Outside, Walker. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's New Orleans with it. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know,
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
California on my license plate. Had to get it on my